Ladies and gentlemen, we are already 4 rounds deep into this 2023 NRL season. Can you believe it? This season is absolutely flying by. But here we are once again for our round 4 tips. This season has been so close, and holy hell, has tipping been hard. But we sit with a record. The page of the YouTube channel. We are on the way to 5K, so smash that subscribe button and let's get straight into our round 4 tips. And this one promises to be one hell of a weekend of footy, kicking it off with the grand final rematch. The Eels hosting the Penrith Panthers, who are coming off a bye. The Eels are desperate to get their season started. 3 close losses, although they were pretty much played out of the park last week for the majority of their match against Manly. Penrith haven't been too impressive to start the season as well, but I'm going to take the Penrith Panthers. I think they get the job done. I would take the Eels if Penrith didn't have the bye, but I just think that extra preparation is going to play into the hands of the Penny Panthers. The Eels will be fired up. This is going to be one hell of a contest, but I'm taking the Penrith Panthers despite it being at Parramatta. The early Friday game sees the Storm at home up against the West Tigers. Both of these teams have been pretty disappointing. The Tigers are the most disappointing team in the competition for the Storm. If Cameron Munster plays, they are a lock. If not, they are likely to miss Jerome Hughes as well. So maybe the West Tigers could pull off the upset. But in saying that, like I said last week, I can't back against the Storm. Not to mention the fact that they are up against the West Tigers, who have been the most disappointing team in the competition. It'll be interesting to see if they change their lineup at all, but I'm going with the Melbourne Storm. And despite the grand final rematch, this is the match of the round. The Dolphins hosting the Broncos. This game is at Suncorp and it's already sold out. The Dolphins could be out Felice Kaufusi, which would be a massive loss considering he's probably been one of their best players over the opening 3 weeks. The only 3-0 teams, one team is not going to be undefeated while the other team goes to 4-0. This match could go down as one of the best, and there's a part of me that wants to tip the Dolphins. They'll get up for Wayne. Wayne is likely to do this. This is a Wayne type of ambush, a game where he comes back with the new franchise at Suncorp and beats the Broncos, but I don't have the backbone to tip the Dolphins, so I'm going with the Broncos. The Broncos side, still on paper, is vastly superior to the Dolphins side. However, there is a part of me that wants to tip the Dolphins, but I'm going with the Broncos because I just don't have the backbone. Saturday kicks off with another Queensland derby. The Cowboys hosting the Gold Coast Titans. The Cowboys have had a disappointing start to the season, but I am going to take them over the Gold Coast Titans. The Titans, despite adding Kieran Foran, seem to be the same side they have been for the past few years. If the Cowboys can get back to what they were so good at last year, and that's defense. Not worry about scoring points, but just defending the Titans. Then I think then the Titans won't be able to defend the Cowboys. So I think the Cowboys bounce back against the Gold Coast Titans and what should be another Queensland epic. Then the main event on Saturday, it is the battle of the fullbacks. Latrell and Turbo go at it for the first time in half a decade. This match is going to be so close. The Rabbitohs, they're going to be fired up after the late, great Johnny Sattler passed away. This match is going to be insane, but I am a Manly fan, so I've got to tip the boys from the Northern Beaches. But this match, it should be close. Hopefully both teams stand up and put in a good performance, honour his memory well. But I'm tipping Manly because that's my team. Then our Sunday triple header kicks off with the Warriors returning to take on the Bulldogs. And I think at $1.89, that is a generous price for the New Zealand Warriors, because I think they can easily get the job done back in New Zealand. The Bulldogs were pretty impressive against the Storm, which is also a Storm side that conceded 38 to the Gold Coast Titans. So I don't know how much to read into that. They gave up that huge lead to the Tigers, and the Warriors, in my opinion, have just been a little more impressive. I know the Bulldogs have the names, but the Warriors have been more impressive, so I'm taking the Wars, especially back in Auckland for the first time in 2023. The middle game of the Sunday sees the Knights host the Canberra Raiders. The Raiders coming off their first win of 2023. The Knights will still be without Caleb Kalyn Ponga. Jaden Bradley will be questionable. Saifidi is still out. Frizzell will still be out. So for that reason, I just think the Knights lack the cattle. I think the Raiders go back-to-back, picking up their second win of 2023. The Knights, it's a Sunday arvo at a sold-out McDonald Jones, but let's face it, it's been one of the easiest road trips in rugby league of recent years, so I'm taking the Raiders to get the job done. They seem to be healthy. They'll be confident after their first win, so I'm taking the Green Machine to get the win over the Newey Knights. And the final game on the Sundays, if we didn't need to add another rivalry, the Dragons host the Cronulla Sharks. The Sharks will see the return of the Dally M medalist Nicho Hynes. It's Ben Hunt versus Nicho Hynes. I think the Dragons will be wondering how they lost that game against the Brisbane Broncos, giving up that lead at half-time. And I think the Sharks have been impressive without Nicho, so you add the Dally M medalist back into that side, and I can't see the Dragons beating the Sharks. I'm tipping the Sharks to get the win in the Cogra Derby. So there we go. There are my tips for round 4 of the 2023 NRL Telstra Premiership. I'm taking Penrith over the Eels, the Storm over the Tigers, the Broncos to beat the Dolphins, the Cowboys to beat the Titans, Manly to upset the Bunnies, the Wars to beat the Bulldogs at home, the Raiders to beat the Knights and Newey, and the Sharks to beat the Dragons in that crosstown rivalry. Ladies and gentlemen, do you agree or not? Let me know in that comment section below. Smash that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're on the road to 5K by Magic Round, so let's get it. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you agree, and I'll see you in the next one.